Okay, so the internet is just burning with stereotypical outrage because the first six members of the new Harry Potter series have been cast. Perhaps I'm not phrasing that correctly, but let's just get right into it and then I'll talk about it a little bit. This is from IGN. And it says Harry Potter TV series confirms first six cast members included Hagrid and Snape. Oh boy. Warner Brothers and HBO have confirmed, and this is from Michael Kripe earlier today. Warner Brothers and HBO have confirmed the first six cast members set to deliver new takes on classic Hogwarts teachers in the upcoming Harry Potter series. Okay, so the teachers have been cast. Here we go. The lineup was officially revealed today following months of theories about how the Wizarding World retelling will offer an updated look at Harry, Hermione, and Ron's story. This first official look at the cast includes John Lithgow from Conclave and Dexter, who had previously spilled the beans that he'd be playing Albus Dumbledore, along with other cast members that have either been heavily rumored or speculated about for the past few months. Two faces that fans shouldn't be too surprised to see included are Nick Frost from Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz, who will appear as Rubeus Hagrid, and Papa Esidu, I May Destroy You in Black Mirror, who has been tapped to play Severus Snape. And we're going to get into that in a minute. Rounding out the group are Janet McTeer, Me Before You, and The Menu as Minerva McGonagall, Luke Dallin from The Favorite and Present Laughter as Crinius Quirrell, and Paul Whitehouse, The Fast Show, Alice Through the Looking Glass as Argus Filch. I do love me some Mr. Filch with his lovely, personable demeanor. And there are some photos there of the cast members. We're delighted to have such extraordinary talent aboard, and we can't wait to see them bring these beloved characters to new life. Showrunner and executive producer Francesca Gardner and director of multiple episodes and executive producer Mike Malloy said in a statement. Hogwarts professors Dumbledore, Hagrid, and Snape alone are not only famous names from the Harry Potter universe, but also notable characters in pop culture in general. Each actor has big shoes to fill, something Lithgow touched on when confirming plans to play Hogwarts headmaster earlier this year. Quote, I just got the phone call up at the Sundance Film Festival for yet another film, and it was not an easy decision because it's going to define me for the last chapter of my life, I'm afraid, he told Screen Rant in February. But I'm very excited. Some wonderful people are turning their attention back to Harry Potter. That's why it's been such a hard decision. I'll be 87 years old, or about 87, at the wrap party, but I've said yes. Now, that is a little controversial, I suppose, and we certainly hope that John Lithgow makes it to the end of the production and beyond that. But you can't pretend that his age isn't a factor. But then again, I mean, look what happened in the film series. We started off with the great Richard Harris. And then, unfortunately, Mr. Harris passed away, and we moved on from there. And the series turned out just fine. The Harry Potter series is still without a release date, but is expected to begin filming soon. We've also been left in the dark about how it will differ from the original novels it's based on, or even the film series that premiered throughout the 2000s and early 2010s. However, Warner Brothers has at least confirmed the show will be able to look at Harry's story, quote, a little more in depth than you can in just a 2-hour film. Now, my understanding is that this is going to expand over 7 seasons or something along that. Each season is going to be a book. So we could have 8 to 10 hours per season, per book. So Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone could be 8 to 10 hours. The Chamber of Secrets, so on and so forth. A lot more time to flesh these stories out, because they did leave a lot out from the books, and a lot out in the character development, especially when it got to stories like the Goblet of Fire. They left a lot out. So this could be a chance to make up for that. And okay, so there you go. That's the story there. That's the end of the article. For more on the Harry Potter series, you can read up on our latest update regarding casting for Harry, Hermione, and Ron. So that's pretty much that. But here's where the onion is. The outrage, the furor that is going on in social media regarding the casting of this man, a black man, as Severus Snape. Now, I don't have a problem with who they've cast as Snape. I don't know the man. I haven't seen any of his work. So I'm not really in any position to say, well, he sucks. This is terrible. Does he look like Snape is described in the book? No. Does he look like Alan Rickman? Absolutely not. Do I know if that's going to matter? Absolutely fucking not. This guy has the opportunity to make this character his own. And I hope he does well. I plan to give him every opportunity to do that. I don't have a problem in the least that he's black. As far as I'm concerned, he can play Severus Snape. I've been going to classical studies, stage productions, and Shakespearean productions for 30 years. So I'm not saying this automatically means that he's going to be good. I'm just saying I'm certainly not going to condemn it more than a year before it even hits the screen for I don't know what reason. His skin color. Now, as I've said, I see both sides of this. And I can see how people would say, well, this presents a problem because of all the characters that you would want to, or that, that you might race swap, this one presents its own set of challenges because you could go back with Snape and like if somebody cast Mad Eye Moody and made him a black guy, like no one would care. I'd love to see Keith David play Mad Eye Moody. That would just be fantastic. But with Severus Snape, it goes back to the possibility that I hope that they don't insert this into the story that James Potter was picking on Snape because he was black. Now that's just pure speculation. We have no idea, how they're going to flesh out this story. And if James Potter is picking on Severus Snape because he's Severus Snape, then so be it. No problem. Unfortunately, we don't live in that world. So people are going to pick at this. And that's a shame because I'm sure this guy, I hope that this guy is going to come at it in good faith. And he's going to give the best interpretation possible. As long as his skin color doesn't come into the storyline, I don't have a problem with it. And I'm sure we'll be talking about this some more as more of the cast is revealed. Harry, Ron, Hermione, the entire Weasley family, so on and so forth. Who's going to play Voldemort? So we've got a long time to go. I'm certainly not making any decisions now. I'm very excited. But as usual, the internet has to thrive on negativity, and every unhappy person out there is just stating their very unhappy case. So that's my video. Like this video. Leave a comment. What do you think? Is it okay? Is it going to be okay? Or is it going to be a disaster? Or are you just waiting to see? One word comment is fine. Subscribe to the channel. I will see you all in the next video. Okay, take care, everyone. God bless you.